Robert Saleh is officially back with the 49ers, and this is going to be the biggest acquisition for the 49ers all offseason, and this is why it's important. You can say what you want about Steve Wilks. The scoring defense was there. I don't think Wilks was as bad as people thought, but he also had some very questionable play calling in big moments of the season, so I'm also not like a Steve Wilks, should have never been fired. They just were looking for a Robert Saleh or a D'Amico Ryans, and Wilks was neither. Now they get Saleh back, and they got rid of Nick Sorensen. They got rid of Ronnie Bell. Was horrible. I don't know how he stayed on the roster. He must have had some dirt on somebody on the team. I don't know how he was there for 3 years, even on the practice squad. That guy was horrible. And Brandon Staley's on his way out. He brought his losing aura to the 49ers last season. Thank gosh he's out of there. All that guy does is lose. I know it Rams championship, whatever. He just had an unreal defense. Don't give him too much credit as the DC. He had an unreal defense when he was on the Rams. Let's look at the EPA ranks through the years. 2019, he was still there, right? In 2020 were the 2 years that he was really great. Number 2 and number 8. When D'Amico's first year, 14, 2022, D'Amico took it to another level with number 1, 2023. They were okay as well. That's when they made the Super Bowl. And this past season, they were 26. So the EPA defense is important, and Saleh is going to bring that back. The issue remains that this is not the same Niners team that Saleh left in 2020. This is a more depleted, less depth-driven defense. Now, they were ranked 26 in EPA, like I just mentioned. Part of that was they had no depth besides Renardo Green, Lenore, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, and a few others. Leonard Floyd every once in a while when he decided he wanted to actually play defense, and Gross Matos. Like, there's a few more, obviously. Dre Greenlaw, when he played that one game, was excellent. There's a lot of guys that are free agents. I mean, Hufanga, they're going to let walk. Ward, they're going to let walk, but they already have his replacement with Renardo Green, so that's fine. But they do need to pick up another corner. And probably Mustafa, obviously, is going to replace Hufanga, but they need to get another safety for depth as well. Greenlaw is going to be the most important guy to retain here. It's important to note that Saleh has worked with all these guys. Is he going to go back? I mean, the Niners drafted a huge whiff on Solomon Thomas back in the day, but he fits kind of as a depth piece. DJ Reed is going to require a lot of money. Are they willing to pay that if they are going to pay Brock Purdy $60 million a year, right, or close to that? And Javon Kinlaw, Niner fans aren't going to like this one, but he could help with depth. And I don't like Kinlaw at all. If he wants to take $3 or $4 million for 1 year and a prove-it deal, sure. But don't expect much. But they definitely need more depth on the defensive line. Niners also have pick 11, and I know they need offensive linemen. But with this Saleh hire, perhaps it goes more toward defensive line, like Kenneth Grant or somebody like that with the 11th overall pick. Or maybe if you can get Kenneth Grant at 18, 19, 20, you trade back and get him. That seems more like a Niners front office based on how they've operated type of pick at this point. How else should the Niners improve this offseason? They're off to a great start with Saleh. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to follow for more content like this.